Hello guys, Brandon Carey here, and today we are going to get started with another episode of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. Where we last left off, we had just beaten the boss for Midday Gardens, and we had recruited Bentley from Evening Lake, and now that we have him as a part of our playable cast, we can now finish up what's left in Midday Garden and then transition to starting off Evening Lake and actually doing some of the levels in that zone. That is the plan. That shouldn't and the first part shouldn't take long. So hopefully, then we can just start getting the ball rolling. Oh, I must be missing some. Oh yeah, from Bamboo Terrace, I'm missing those gems. That's why my number is so ugly. It's okay, we're gonna fix that today. Literally, right. Once I remember which direction I'm going. That's typically why I do things this way, is because I cannot stand having that 11 there. I'd rather that be a nice even 0-0. So we are going to finish off Bamboo Terrace, get the last parts, the last few eggs and the last few gems. That's the idea. So now that we are here, now that we've already beaten the level, we can use that shortcut to save us some times. Now, here we are.
A fine day for a bit of a walk. I was just heading to the top of my favourite hill.
And now we can do this Bentley level. And
hey, I think I saw some rhinox run up to the top of that hill with an egg.
yeah, that's the entire setup. There's an egg and some Rhinox. That's it. Thankfully, Bentley has the reach where we can just kind of spam his button and knock out whoever stands in our way. This should hopefully not be very, very tough or even long. Because it's just the one egg, I think, for this level that we're missing, and the rest of the gems should hopefully be here as well. Oh, whoops. Spark's already at, was he at blue when we started? Seems a little weird we're gonna be that low already. We're gonna take that many hits. Oops. Bentley can just smash these crates. Yeah, he's strong. Alright. Missing just a few more gems. 77. Oh, I can't jump this because Bentley has no jumping skill. That's okay. pretty basic. There's not a whole lot to say here. It's a pretty typical one of these, like, climb up the hill platforming levels that you see in all sorts of platformers. Assuming that you have a 5 in your pocket, which we will liberate. And that is all the gems. This should be the egg. Fortunately, the journey down should not be as strenuous as the journey up. Strenuous, in quotes. And this is why we couldn't beat the level on our first run through.
Hey, I think I saw some Rhinox run up to
Oh yeah, nothing else to say. Cool. Also, goodbye. That was weird, just vanishing into the ether like that, but I'll take it. Like a glitch just happened. And we have one last thing to do here in this home world, and that will be the Sparks level, which probably also won't take very long, because it's one of those bullet hell kind of levels, which is really weird to say that Sparks isn't a bullet hell level, even though like this has been true since the PS1 era. But we're going to talk to Zoe over at this sign here.
Hi, Spyro. Hi, Sparks. I've located another lost egg. If Sparks is up to it, he can try to rescue it from Spider Town.
From Spider Town. Now, as you probably already guessed from a name like Spider Town, spiders are going to be the big enemy here. I usually like to just kind of hold on to strafe this when I'm playing these levels, because it makes fighting the enemies easier, since this tends to be presented in linear corridors. So you can just kind of do a side-by-side, moving around. Also note that despite being electrical, these gates are in the game just doors, so they won't hurt me. That just means that I haven't unlocked them with the key. So I'm in no actual danger for this level. Well, I guess I am in. That's not entirely correct. Because there's still like these endlessly spawning enemy gates, but. Like you'd expect the shock doors to hurt you, but they're just there as doors. They're not there to damage you. They're just there to tell you can't enter that area, not until you unlock the key. And as you can see, like these Sparks levels are not exactly difficult. They're just take a bit of time. Oh, whoops. But I already got most of my health back. Oh. Oh hey, that barrier's gone. Now I can make this area safe. Let's grab these gems. Jemmies. And now we are free to advance. Kind of weird how in every other level but these enemies drop gems when they're killed. It's like only one exception. Oh, I need that. I won't open that door. Let's open this door here. There we go. Problem solved. Have like practical use for these alternative shots that I keep getting. Going 200 gems in this area, yeah. Okay, so we're close to done if that's the number of gems in the stage. So... Oh, hi! Thank you for the raid, Zev! We're playing Spyro the Dragon. Okay, I like this. Whoopsie, got hurt. Alright, and that means I got to take care of you. Should be... Yeah, this should be the... Yeah, this should be the end boss. Controls for this level are these levels are kind of wonky. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to remember what the buttons are. How you doing tonight, Zev? How was the rest of the stream? I kind of bailed a little bit, so I didn't see the whole thing. But how are you doing? Hey, Steve. Hi, Need Food. I'm Brandon. Okay, these bugs are getting annoying now. Come on, let me actually attack the boss. Thank you for the host, Steve. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I just died. Holy crap. Let's try this again. Let's be... Okay, you gonna stop spinning at some point so I can actually hurt you, or... Hey, Kelly. Did you just glitch on me or something? Like, what the hell? Okay, you don't actually stop spinning until all the insects are killed. That's what I'm understanding now. I just didn't realize there were insects that I hadn't killed yet. Okay, this is kind of buggy. Buggy. Except it's not really that funny because these are actual bugs. Is he killing his own bugs? I just need to get him away, so okay, now I should be safe. There we go. We rescued Tootie. And there should be one gem over here. And that is this level complete. We did it. Yep, arachnids, Kelly. This is Spider Town. The Spidered Man. And now that we've finished Midday Gardens, we can actually start playing Evening Lake. Actually get some of those levels complete. I think we got a skateboarding section coming up, actually. Evening Lake. You know, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure this is the only hub world in the entire trilogy where there are portals underwater. Yeah, I don't think there's a single portal above water or underwater in Spyro 2, and you can't swim in Spyro 1. So I think this is the only game, the only hub world in the entire trilogy that has underwater portals. That's interesting. Huh. I wonder why they made the choice to do that here as opposed to any of the other previous games. Wait. I'm gonna do Lost Fleet first, and there's a reason I'm choosing this particular level to start off with, and I'll probably be able to explain why today. Probably in the middle of this stream. Because I feel like we should have enough time to at least finish Evening Lake and possibly start a little bit of Midnight. I don't know what the Midnight hub world is off the top of my head. Might be, no, it's not Tundra. Can't be Tundra because that was Spyro 3.
You be careful around these parts, little dragon. There being more ghosts in this here shipyard than I can shake my pick at. Darn shame too, because I was mighty close to finding my treasure.
Don't you talk back to me. There is post-game content for Spyro 3. We'll talk about this later, but they do the thing that Spyro 1 did where they have a bonus level you unlock if you have 100% completion. So there is a post-game area that you can go into, and that has the final, like the last stuff to collect. Oh, guess what? The ghosts are just people in masks. Who would have thought it? Okay. Okay. Also, is this is the Sheila theme song? Why is the Sheila theme song being played here? Guess they ran out of budget for music. Also, I can't climb this hill. That's cute. Little aww gesture. So no choice but to, oh, cannon. So I can just shoot them. I like cannons. up any higher? Huh, guess I can't get him. Oh well. See if we can get this treasure chest. Worry about you later. Goodbye. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, I can just burn you. That's fine. I don't need to worry about the rocks. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, the fact that I don't have to worry about the rocks that much is actually very, very nice. Okay, that's fine. And now, I thought that was a fodder enemy. I thought I was gonna get my full health back. There we go. Now I'm back at full health. There we go. Goodbye, crabs. It's a giant enemy crab. I need to attack its weak point to inflict massive damage. So how is everyone doing tonight, by the way? As we collect treasure and save dragon eggs with our good buddy Spyro the Dragon. I wonder why these cannons can't reach some of these birds. There we go. Oh, you got a new controller. That's good. Is there a game you plan on playing with it? What? What? Okay, you're trying to kill me. Goodbye. Oh, come on. There's gotta be a fodder enemy around here. Nope. Okay. That's a shame. I'm glad that controller working out for you. That's something that's a real quality of life thing.
Look at that. Some fool hid a daggum egg in my treasure.
Oh, it's Craig. Hi, Craig. So that is level end, but we're not even close to done. This level is a little intricate. There are a couple of other side places that we need to go to finish up. So the first one is right here. This will help us get the remaining birds. I don't enjoy having to shoot these bird enemies down. I find them very tedious. This does not spark joy. If you have if the game I recommend playing with a controller on the PC, it's probably Super Giant's Hades if you haven't tried it already. That is a great controller game. I was thinking about playing some of that this evening actually. Oh, there we go. We got him. No other birds left. No other bird brains are left. Great. I might have gotten this treasure chest over here. No, I did not. I did not get it. I don't think I can actually shoot it down from here. Okay, so instead, let's have a go at this challenge. Now, I don't know if this might be the submarine one. Yeah, this is the submarine one.
These here waters used to be my favorite diving spot, but I can't get any loot with these subs patrolling around. Think you can pilot this here sub I bought for scrap?
Now, he says this is his favorite diving spot.
Alrighty then. Press the jump button to speed on up. And when you get a sub in your sights, the torpedo will start to lock on. If you get a good lock on, fire away with the attack button.
These waters are acid. So, this guy likes diving in acid water. Just putting that out there. Exfoliate. Yeah, this is a simple mission. You just gotta lock on to the subs and shoot them with rockets. There's not a whole lot to it. It's not really complex. It's just the tricky part is keeping them within range so that you can do the lock. How does anything exist in this water is a good question. We're gonna get to that in a second because, as you can see, there's all these gems in the water, which means you have to go down there and acquire these
You got
gems.
some mean sub-driving skills. Why don't you have this here egg as a reward?
No, the entire water is acid. It's not just the top. I can assure you, it's entirely acid.
Well, I hate to ask your help again. There'd be even more subs that don't come out of nowheres. If you could blast them, I could use this acid lake as my swimming hole again.
See, it's an acid lake. He just said it was an acid lake.
Get on, little dragon.
This man loves swimming in acid water. That's just a thing that he likes. Second verse, same as the first. Making progress. What we gotta do is avoid the mines because they will kill us, I think. I'm not 100% sure of that. That's 4. That was a miss. There we go. What's dumber, acid water or cold lava? I mean, yes. Yes is dumber. Oh, there you are. Just gotta follow the breadcrumb trail. Boop. 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 There we go.
At last, the acid lake is safe for swimming again. I wish I could reward you better, but all I got left is this here other egg. Maybe there'll be something better in this one.
So, as I said, this is acid water. If I touch it, I will get burned. So, what I need to do is notice this invincibility power up here And now that I'm invincible, I can swim in acid water. And that is how you collect these gems, is by making yourself invincible and swimming in acid water. But you have to remember to keep re-upping your invulnerability. Otherwise, if you run out and you're in the middle of the lake, it is an instant death. You don't even get, like, the 3 pips thing, you just die. Straight up. So, bear with me a moment, because I do have to keep re-upping my invincibility so I can keep collecting gems. And I'm not gonna lie, seeing all these 1 value gems is a real feels bad. That is a real feels bad when you're, like, diving in acid water to collect a 1. I seem like I am about to die. Oh shit, that was just in time. Oh boy, that was a close one. All right, so still a few more gems at the top here. Looks like there's 1. Make sure nothing around here that I need to pick up. Okay. No, don't trap me in here. Okay, please don't do that to me. Okay, I think we're done as far as... Oh, no. No, yes, we're done. We're done. Okay, all the gems that we need are now outside of this area, which means we've picked up all of the gems in the burning lava water. And as you remember, when we got to the end of the level, there was around here another invincibility power-up, which this is again what we are using to dive into the acid water to pick up gems and things. We were talking a lot about how Spyro kills small animals for help, but as you know, Kelly, as you know, no sheep were harmed in the making of this game. It's Insomniac's. It's the thing that they say at the beginning, at the end of every Spyro in the credits, is that no sheep were harmed in the making of this game. I'm gonna... So you say that he hurts innocent animals, and he does, but it's all for show. And he doesn't actually, like, hurt any animals. It's because no sheep were actually harmed in the making of this game. It's completely innocent. It's completely innocent. No sheep were harmed in the making of this game. I said nothing about crabs and turtles and rabbits. They can go die for all I care. Alright, and... here's an egg. rescued a fucking Chad. Look at this Chad, chasing his own tail like a Chad. The version Spyro and the Chad Dragon baby. Alright, now we're about to go cool boarding with Hunter. And this is a somewhat frustrating challenge, so bear with me.
Spyro, you're just in time! A Rhinox skateboard gang's challenged us to a race. They said you're slower than a molten crater fire slug. I stuck up for you, though. I told them I've seen some pretty fast fire slugs. So, are you ready to race these guys? They bet us an egg that you won't win.
Alright.
Right on! You can use my special racing board. Every time you do a trick, it builds up turbo charge. You can use your turbos at any time by pressing the charge button. Good luck!
So this is the race. The idea is that we build up turbo by doing tricks. And by using that turbo, we can go faster than them and win the race, ultimately. And since the trick system in this game is pretty simple, it doesn't take a whole lot of effort to make sure you're always topped off on meter. So this part isn't the part that's frustrating. Although it certainly can be when you bail out on the trick. The race itself is not the worst part of this. You can see it's lap 3 and I'm pretty well ahead. And that was a pretty easy win.
You schooled them like a bunch of dizzy one-toed sand norks. Oh yeah, I guess we won this egg too.
John Oliver. Tell me about that rat picture you got.
Now that the Rhinox are gone, do you want to try a real challenge? I know you're fast, but I bet you can't defeat all the crabs on the course and still beat me in a race. Want to give it a shot?
This is the one that's difficult.
All right. Eat my skate dust, sucker.
So we have to knock out all 10 crabs. And beat Hunter. Now, because the challenge calls for knocking out the crabs, they do not respawn. Okay, that sucked. That was awful. That was pretty awful on my part. Come on. And so we need to make sure we get all of the crabs. 5 left. Oh. Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be plenty of turbo to finish out this race. Nope, I already lost and I got to quit the race and try again.
All right.
So let's start getting rid of you. Focus. I want to try focusing on the crabs right now and then using tricks in the late rounds to get ahead of Hunter. Oh, come on! If I can do all the crabs in the first round... Oh, I missed one. That's not a big deal. All but a few. What the hell just happened there? 1, 2, 3, 4. This will give me enough juice. 3. There we go. I should be able to at least keep pace with, if not exceed, Hunter in speed. I do need to keep Sun Turbo in reserve so that I can how did that... Well, I have one more crab left, which with my reserve turbo should be enough to get over here. And now he's got to win the race. So this should hopefully not become a huge challenge. That third shouldn't be doing that. One, two, three. And that should be it. There we go.
Sheesh. I can't believe you.
The real tricky part is to remember to get that one in the corner with that shortcut.
You were just looking for eggs. Hey, speaking of which, one of those crabs was guarding this one.
Thankfully that wasn't as bad as it could have been. But now we still need to use this board. No other reason but that we need to get the rest of the gems on this route. Let's see what gems are actually left. Yep, we saved Aiden Pierce. We saved him from himself. Actually, maybe we got all of the gems. If we did, that would be nice, because I don't really like having to do this race. It's not as bad as some of the other races, but it's still not great. Them all? I did see that there was one cask that I missed at the end of the race. So let's get at least this. Yeah, you over here. Want to see. Okay, we should be good. That should be all of them. Alright, that's what I want to see. I want Sparks to point out towards the real level. This should be... We have all the eggs, now we just need to get the rest of the gems. I think we should be all set. Why didn't you pick up the butterfly, Sparks? Not hungry? Don't go vegetarian on me now. You're a dragonfly. You're a carnivore. You can't just not eat bugs. You have 25 gems, or 23 gems remaining. Looks like they're down here. Alright, so let's go swimming in acid bath. Okay. Okay. I guess this is not actually a water. Let's try the other lake then. This is gonna be frustrating. I know it's probably in this water here. Okay. That makes sense. So I always find those last few gems that can be the headache. Just not even getting the eggs. The eggs are pretty easy to find. They stand out. They're big standout challenges. It's those like last couple of eggs that you missed that you need to find are always like the worst. Or the gems, I mean. And compounding it is the fact that I have to use this invincibility power up just to be able to even try to look, which means I have a time limit on my expedition. Like every... Yeah. Alright, so we got a couple of gems. Now, let's see which ones are left to find. This is what makes this level kind of annoying, is just having to deal with the fact that, you have to use the invincibility to search for gems. You have no choice. So, we're gonna spend, like, way more time finding those last couple gems than we are probably doing, like, maybe the rest of the level. Okay, they're up there where the hunter level was. So, I suppose we need to go and re-up this invincibility so we can swim in the water and get there. So what are you actually trying to show me, Sparks? hoping there's a cannon up here on this ship, because I don't want to... Okay. So it is that. That is the finale. You know what, I think memory serves. Okay, so do I use this cannon instead? And blind fire? Okay. That'll work. Good God. This is a lot of work for just a couple of gems. There we go. Exit level. That took way longer than I thought it was going to. Way longer. Right, now let's try another level. Oh, you know what? We should probably do the speedway, because I don't think we did that yet. Get this done real quick. It's not really a huge hassle. Alright, let's start with the time attack. I can't. I don't like Sparks' voice. Sorry. I can't handle it. I was actually watching a friend of mine stream Spyro 1 the other night, and we were talking about the speedways, and it's really surprising how linear the speedway designs became between 1, 2, and 3. Like, as the series goes on, you can definitely see where in the first game the speedways were much more you had to figure out how to approach this on your own. As you go through 2 and 3, they start to become more and more of, if you just follow this clearly prescribed path, you will get all the gems and not have to worry too much about difficulty of this challenge. But if you deviate, you can probably find a faster route. And I can understand that, because the speedway is kind of like an area of frustration for a lot of players, because it's a whole different way of playing the game than normal Spyro. But at the same time, this, like, if you're gonna just prescribe a path to me, then what is the point of even having the speedway challenge in the first place? What is the point of this? What am I doing? Let's go backwards. Have them charge towards me. It'll save me some time. we go. That wasn't too bad. And now we have the egg. Hi, Chris. Tell me why you hate MMOs. And now let's do the race, because... Yes, I'm talking about that Chris Kelly. But, it's another race. No, that's the right spelling. I'm pretty sure. It's just... I don't know how... I still don't know to this day how you pronounce Chris's last name. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of these races. They're just not the kind of challenge I want to play in a Spyro game. And I don't think they're fun at the end of the day. I just don't think these races are all that fun or interesting. Like, it's not really a race as much as a time attack, because these guys follow a very fixed pattern. There's not a whole lot of interactions with them, aside from like a couple of power-ups that I can shoot at them. But this really should probably be more of a time attack than a race, because that's what it effectively is. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Ah, no, it's not real bad, because I still have a whole lap left. And I can overtake and keep control once I, finish. I get another... Yeah. The moment I get another one of these, it's pretty basically over. I've got to keep this lead for a whole lap, and I win. And keeping the lead is pretty simple, because all you gotta do at this point is just make sure you have a spitball in your gullet, and then pop it as soon as someone tries to pass you. Yeah, like it's also so bare bones. Like that's the other real, like that's the real problem, is that there's no real meat to this race. It is very basic in its setup. Just gotta fly through the rings in order. That's it. Nothing to it. And then occasionally pop some dude that tries to pass you. It's just, it comes across as feeling kind of lame. But of course, we're not done yet. We still have the Hunter Challenge to do. So let's do the time attack, so we can find Hunter. Pretty sure is on this island here. Pretty sure I saw him. There you are. Found you.
Look out, Spyro. There's a really big sheep UFO around here, and it's trying to get me. I snatched up a dragon egg it was trying to abduct, and now it wants revenge. You wait here, I'll lure the UFO down the river of honey. Okay, here I go.
So in the continuing saga of Hunter versus alien animal abductors, this is This is one of the worst ones of these, because you have no wiggle room. If you mess up a single one of these jumps, it is an instant fail. I would start from the very beginning, which makes these some of the least fun. You have to avoid the obstacles, otherwise the UFO will abduct you. This is really unfun. It's also, like, again, it's so bare bones. Okay.
Ha! Did you see that? Nobody outraces a cheetah. And look, I didn't even drop the egg.
I remember dying to that one over and over again for what seemed like an eternity when I was a kid. But now I think we're done the level. That didn't take too long. It was like 5-10 minutes. I think we have 3 more levels left to do before the boss in this area. So, making progress. Looking at myself in the webcam and wanting a haircut so badly. But, you know, you can't. It's not an essential service right now. Oh, I like this level. This is probably one of my favorite stages, like, in terms of goofy one-off stories in the game. Charmed Ridge. This is kind of like a Prince Charming-esque, like, fairy tale level. So this will be this is probably one of the ones I like more than some of the others.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizards of Velinia have stormed our castle and captured our princess. If we don't stop them right away, they'll force her to marry Prince Asriel.
So we have to stop this wedding between the evil cat wizards and the kidnapped princess. Also, Rhinox are here for reasons. Yep, we are wedding crashers. That's who we are. To save the day from the evil cat wizards. Also, I also just adore this scenery. Embiggen and burn. So yeah, as you know, cats are all amoral, so of course they would never be virtuous, and it would never be worth saving. You murder all cats because they are amoral assholes.
Hurry, Spyro! If we don't get to the castle right away, the princess will be forced to marry that loser, Prince Asriel.
Yeah, we gotta stop her from marrying that loser. Oh, whoops. You're gonna... Oh, I guess I just kind of have to do that to you. You know, Prince Asshole is probably what she's actually thinking in her head when she's saying that. But, no, it's actually Prince Asriel, like in Undertale. Undertale, which came out literally years later. No fair. Here's capitalism again.
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps and let you pass. You have chosen wisely, Spyro. I'll tell the wizards to raise the steps immediately. Oh, and best of luck rescuing that princess, or whatever it is you're up to.
Great, now they'll raise the bridge. But they'll also lower it back down. I also love that the Rhinox are using, like, very big iron fists. Like, that's definitely not a sex toy. Absolutely not. No way in hell. No way in hell. Thank you, Automod, for proving my point. Thank you so much, Automod. We don't know what we could do without you, aside from, like, keep the actual dicks at bay, but also censor some of our shitty jokes.
There's no time to lose. Prince Azrael and his cat armies are about to steal our poor princess.
Yep, we gotta stop Prince Azrael. Gotta stop him. I'm probably gonna get killed the moment I try this. Yep, that was not. That was not good. Well, dragons can swim. That's just like evil enchanted water. It's not actual. It's not real. It's not like normal water. It's evil enchanted water, which is why you can't swim in it. It's dragons can't swim in magic water. Is what I'm trying to say. Anti-dragon water moats. I'm supposed to buy a tower here, I think, actually. I also love that the crossbows are plungers. And we have our first optional challenge. Now, this guy looks as he did in the PS1 days, and I'm not gonna lie, I find his face absolutely... Yes! Yes! It's horrifying, isn't it?
According to legends, there's a golden goose at the top of this here mountain.
Like,
I want to be the first person
this
to
is a
stop so
predator.
I can grab it. I just bought some Insta-Sprout Ultra Super Gross seeds from a bear with a bag of gems. He said they were magic, but I can't make them do anything. You can have a couple if you like.
He bought his magic beans from money bags. That's awesome. But yeah, the challenge, it's kind of like the challenge we did in Spyro 2 with the seeds, except there is more than one type of seed. But it is a similar principle, where you use these magic seeds to create the correct series of platforms. That you can use to scale to new heights and advance to the next area. Oh, here we go. I didn't see the seed over here. It blended into the grass texture. Okay, so there's clearly a way to open this gate. We'll have to keep that in mind. Also, I agree, Steve. I do enjoy, like, I like the look of Spyro's little chunky monkey cheeks. They're cute. Now that we've helped Jackie find some other way to get up here and completely freak me out still.
I found this egg on the way up here. I think it was laid by a golden goose. We'll have to keep going. We're almost to the top.
God, this man is creepy. At least the eggs are
You're
cute.
doing great so far. Why don't you take 2 more seeds?
Yep. Let's take 2 more seeds. They're all jumping seeds this time, so... We've got one over here, too. It's a pretty simple solution, all things considered. Just gotta... use all the seeds you have. They're all the same type. A very complicated puzzle, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, let's see what our next challenge contains. Oh, I remember what the actual tricky part of this is now. Just break my seed. Jesus Christ. So where are the seeds that you're given for this area? Yeah, we have one that's not jumping. So the solution here is to turn one of these jumping beans into a regular flower that we can just use to get onto this mushroom and proceed. And now we have 3 jumping beans that we can use to create the platforms we need to get to the top. We usually have to turn one of those jumping seeds into, or one of those regular seeds into a jumping seed, is that with a regular platform, if it's not one of the hopping ones, we do not get the extra height we need to make these glides. And here is the golden goose.
Legendary golden goose! You can have another one of its eggs as a souvenir.
Hi, Chuck. At this point, I'm pretty sure the gate here open, which means we can get some more gems from the head bash. Hey, Flail. What's it gonna do with the golden goose? I presume, have it ETB for an egg that you can tap and sacrifice for mana or life gain. That's what most golden goose I know do. It ETBs, you get the egg, and then you tap the goose and sacrifice the egg for an extra mana that you can use to summon a stronger creature on turn 3 or turn 2 than you'd ordinarily be able to. What's talking about again? Oh, you don't summon Oko, Flail, because Oko got banned. In everything but Commander. Seems at this point.
Asriel run into the castle. We have to stop him before he reaches the princess.
Bye, cat. And those evil cat wizards, they just don't stand a chance against us. Not at all. No chance. Meanwhile, we're gonna charge these fisters. So here's where the shoe drops.
Hi, Spyro. Isn't Prince Asriel just the dreamiest? The other fairies and wizards won't let us get married, so we're going to elope. By the way, Asriel says you can have this egg if you don't tell anyone where we went.
So this is actually a Romeo and Juliet story where neither the cat wizards nor the fairies want their prince or princess to marry. And as a result, they've been trying to stop them from eloping. Turns out Prince Az is actually a pretty chill dude. And the fairies and the cats are both kind of like jerks. So that's the plot twist. Turns out the wedding crash was like it was actually just a perfectly normal wedding that neither side wanted to go through. And, you know, it's one of those little things, but this is one of those few, like, stories in Spyro that stick out to me. Like, one of those few, like, little mini episodes. And I'm kind of here for it. Get bent. And we have a Sergeant Bird level over here.
Good day, Spyro. I'd like to stay and chat, but I'm late for an engagement with a fairy friend of mine. Just a friend, you understand. Strictly platonic relationship. Certainly not a violation of military protocol whatsoever. What are you giving me that look for?
Even Sergeant Bird's in on the fairy romance action.
Where have you been, James? We were supposed to meet in the temple an hour ago. And don't give me that old matters of national security line again. I guess it doesn't matter, though. The whole temple is full of nasty cat witches anyway. We'll just have to call off our date. That is, unless you want to battle the witches.
This is again like I like these dumb justifications that are silly, but silly in a way that's kind of funny. Like, oh, we need to stop the fairy witches because Sergeant Bird wants to date this fairy. And this is not a hard fight.
So, I see those rocket launchers aren't just for show after all. Well, I just hope your accuracy is better than your punctuality, because there are still a lot more witches in the temple.
That was round 1. On to round 2. This again is not a terribly difficult challenge, or at least it was hard in the original version, but the change they've done to the lock-on in the re-release has made this a lot less frustrating.
I must admit, James, I am impressed. There are still a few witches left, though, and this time they mean business. They even turned the floor into deadly blue ooze. Oh, do be careful, okay?
So, same challenge, except the floor is gone, but I don't care because I haven't touched the floor once this entire fight anyway. And that means nothing to me. Oh, now they shoot magic, which... Magic versus military-grade missile technology. I don't know. You be the judge. Note to self: in the battle of magic versus missile, missile wins every time.
You did it, James. Oh, I knew you weren't the leader of the hummingbird resistance movement for nothing. Now we have the temple all to ourselves. But first, I have a present for you.
It's Abby. Yep, he's a penguin who can fly. And fly infinitely. Got a few more eggs left to find. One of these backtracking bottles. What does the guidebook say? Egg in the cave. Oh, whoops. Yep, dead. DED. Good lord. I'm back at the Sergeant Bird platform, okay. Let's try this again. It's kind of calling it close for live spot like that game. Like, that's... Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Oh well. Let's try again. Oh boy. Well, I got 3 lives, so I'm not hurting. Thank God for small favors. This whirlwind is kind of... Oh. So why don't we do this? Why don't we instead jump this way? Yeah. love that you can see Spyro from where the cutscene says the new egg bottle is. The new gem bottle is. Gotta keep backtracking. And here is the egg in the cave. With this super flame, got a couple things we can do. First, just torch those two and get their gems. Second being, wow, we might not even need to do that. There's the second egg. Mo. Or Moe, depending on whether you're a weeaboo or not. That is all the eggs. We have nothing left to get but gems. I was just over there. Now we got rid of those two cat wizards, we don't need to worry about this stairs collapsing anymore. Just gotta keep going backwards and we'll eventually unlock, break that bottle. The last one is right at the entrance. Bye. It was fun while it lasted. Goodbye. Should be. Yep. Level complete. Let's go through the portal this time, just for funsies, since we're already here. Making decent progress. Spin, spin, spin. So now I can finally explain why I went to do Ghost Ship first. As you just saw, Hunter gets kidnapped in that cutscene. Or not kidnapped, more like falls into an idiot trap because he's a dumbass. What that means is if I had not done that skateboarding section before Hunter was freed, and the same thing for the Speedway, I would not have been able to do those challenges until he got released in the story. They would have been locked. So that's why we did the ghost town and the speedway first, so we could get those 100 challenges out of the way before he gets kidnapped. Because I don't like leaving things unfinished when I go through a level. It's a cool little detail. I appreciate it. It's just one of those like middle minor noises when you're trying to 100% the game.
Ice fairies, I want to grant you a special power for as long as you stay in our world.
So the gimmick here is that I do not have fire breath during this level. I instead have ice breath.
Some bearer sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox. But with these flippers, I can't even turn it on. You'd have no trouble using it though. Just walk inside. When you're done, press the action button and you'll walk back out.
So again, money bags. This bear with gems selling us a laser. But this is a kill laser that we can also use to melt the ice and proceed. We will be making use of the ice breath, just not for a while. But there are reasons why you'd want to have it. There are also reasons why you would not want to have it. See, you can freeze enemies in place, you know. Closes. And if you break a frozen enemy's ice block, it's an instant kill. Even if they're one of the big guys that shouldn't be vulnerable to the charge. So, it's like one of those little like things that appears to be here purely for variety's sake, but, you know, it's not bad. And because he's frozen, I can jump up here. Yeah, you can also use the iced enemies as platforms, which is something you will need to do in this area. Because otherwise you won't be able to get up to certain heights to get gems. Like I'm doing right now. This is a fun little, like, weird little gimmick for a level. Honestly, it's nice to inject this kind of variety every now and then. It's not bad to do this. I'm pretty sure I can make it. Nice. Hey, Cecil! You became a paladin in FF4. Or, 2 if you were playing in America, because they had that weird name, that weird numbering convention. I think I can kill you now. I'm gonna let you die.
Eustace and I were having a snowman building competition when the sorceress brought them to life with a spell. Since then, they've been stomping around, building ice walls, and generally causing trouble.
Now, since they're snowmen, our ice breath does nothing, but a high-powered laser surely do the trick. When in doubt, set him on fire.
It would be easy to get up to that treasure if you had something to stand on.
I agree.
I don't know why, but I feel really cold.
I mean, he was right. That platform made it a lot easier to get that treasure up there. I do like when Sonic puts little like jokes in that are like it's a good joke, but it's also a good way to teach you mechanically what you can use the ice breath for. That's a good way to teach someone how to do something, is by like giving them a joke to take part in. Now we will kill this evil snowman to death. I wonder if I can zap these containers. Oh no! Oh no! They're totally destroyed by the laser too. That's cool. Suppose while we're at this level, oh, it's a Bentley stage. Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope it's not the one I think it is. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Spyro,
Oh,
received word from my
fuck!
having some trouble with the Yeti.
That dumb Yeti took my ball. I told him to give it back or you'd kick his lousy butt, but he wouldn't listen.
Oh, this is the worst challenge in the entire game, and probably the entire trilogy.
I knew you'd do it. Go and show him not to mess with us. Remember to block his high punches and hit him low when he tries to block.
I knew it was coming, I just didn't want to do it. Body blow, big hookaroo, block high, Bentley blocks low automatically. Cool. There is no strategy to this whatsoever. It is just like hoping you luck into the wind. Like, this is just luck. Yeah, there is no skill here whatsoever. That's why this challenge is kind of
You've got to try again.
kind of shitty. It is purely just like, did the game? No, I have to knock him out in a minute. Like, that's the challenge, is to actually KO this Yeti. But yeah, I lost. Even, yeah, that's also why this challenge kind of sucks. It's it is entirely random whether the game lets you do the damage you need to win. There we go.
You really showed him. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my ball.
Allie. Yeah, and
You should go back and kick it.
it's hard to say this is a difficult challenge, because that would imply that there's any sort of like any thinking or tactics or strategy you can do to mitigate it in some way. It is just entirely RNG. It's entirely RNG. Whether the game decides to let you win this day. So yeah, this is why this challenge sucks. There is not a single thing I can actually do, and it rarely feels like the game is fucking with you. Your best strategy is to mash buttons effectively.
Only 2 more rounds to go. You're doing great.
You should play more fighting games, Steve. What is the fucking point of this mission? This is why this is like the most hated mission in the entire game. Yeah, this might be a while, because there is nothing I can do to speed this up.
This time it'll be a 3-round match, and when you
It is just like, does the game decide that I win today? And if it did, great. If it didn't, oh well. This is so dumb.
only 2 more rounds to go. You're doing great.
I can't tell who has more health. You can't either because the webcam's in the way for you guys. There we go. Got him. Holy crap.
This
Screw your ball. Stupid kid. Screw you too. I don't think there's a reason for me to actually use this kill sat. But, you know, it's a kill sat, so I'm not gonna just ignore it. You also notice as we go through levels, the gems just start getting more valuable. Like, there's more gems in a level, but that's less that there are more gems and more that the gems that are there are worth more.
Thanks for helping out, Spyro. Why don't you take this? The Rhinox were trying to fry it with a laser, but you stopped them just in time.
Why would the Rhinox try to fry the egg? They need the eggs to do the thing. What possible good would that do? Oh, hi! It's capitalism.
Say, Spyro, you're a sports fan, aren't you? As you probably know, Frozen Altars is the birthplace of the great sport of cat hockey. Today's match is sold out, of course.
Cat hockey.
But I just happen to have a spare ticket that I'll sell you for, say, a teensy-weensy markup.
Sure.
Come on, Spyro, it should be a thrilling match. In fact, I've even placed a little wager on the Rhinox team. Let's just hope the local team doesn't have any last-minute accidents.
There we go. There's Moneybags fixing the race for himself, as evil capitalists do.
I challenged a Rhinox to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper while training. Would you mind taking my place? Great. Freeze the cats and push them into my goal to score.
So yeah, literally, you win by freezing the cats and moving them into the goal. This is cat hockey. Yeah, that's how they keep the cats in the goal, is with the scratching post. Freeze. And that's game.
Well done. I think you deserve to keep the championship.
Oh, that was great. There's no round 2, which is great for me, because... Okay, that was funny. That was funny. I think I actually have to make a bit of a platforming. Yes, let us make a platforming. This should take us over yonder. And that is the last egg for this level. Hi, Jasper. We are done. I love that we're losing gems because we spent more money in economy bags than we did actually acquiring gems in that level. The money bags challenge cost 800 gems to do, and we're going 600 levels, so we don't get the gem gaining animation because we actually lost gems overall. One of those little silly things.
Hello. I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
I had to help Spyro rescue the eggs.
You just don't understand. If we don't bring dragons back to this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The dragons used to live here?
Yes.
Have you not been paying attention at all, Hunter, for like everything?
Time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world. She didn't realize the dragons were the source of all our magic.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back, if you let me go.
I'm sorry. I can't.
If Kelly were here, she would be talking about how Bianca is attractive. But she's not, so I won't indulge that conversation. You're probably going to go a little over, but we have one more level to do for this stage, and we can't finish 100%, so that's why I saved it for last. Hunter is cute in like in a stupid way. Yeah, that's a good way of describing him, I think. Yeah, cute in a stupid way. In the original release of Year of the Dragon, this was the level that was like the one that you'd see in the title screen, Fireworks Factory. So it's kind of like a literally iconic level for this game. As it's Year of the Dragon, Fireworks Factory, it kind of fits. Also, that is Greta from the Scorch level in the second game. It's the same character. They brought her back for this. I missed the conversation, but she's on a secret mission from the professor to infiltrate this fireworks factory. They did a lot with recurring characters in Spyro 3. I imagine part of that is just being able to reuse as assets, but it's still nice. Oh, you know what I need to do? I need one of these. Defeat this enemy. Pretty lights. One thing you might notice is that some of these enemies are dropping gems, and some of them aren't. There is a reason for that. The ones who are dropping gems only spawn in once. But the ones that, the ones that don't spawn gems when they die are ones that will respawn infinitely until you take care of their generator. Because there is a ninja generating, like, it's literally like a box. So until you take care of that, the ninjas that spawn in the box will come in infinitely. With this rocket, we should be able to take care of this task. And release the gems therein. Glide across these to get this egg. Hi, Noodles! 104 eggs. Making progress. Whoops. Time to get on the rocket. And this time we'll aim it more precisely. Boom! Like Happy Festival fireworks.
Like you'll have to use this cannon to get across here. Simply climb aboard. As for me, I just have to free my mind.
I'm pretty sure that the Matrix had like just come out when this game was being developed. In case you're wondering why that, that like huge chasm jump was given that much attention. So, here is that ninja respawning box I was talking about. Now we will see less ninjas. It's literally a box that has ninja written on it that ninjas come out of. Now you can beat these guys by flaming their explosive barrels on their backs, but it's just far easier just to nuke them with a fireworks rocket and not worry about it. We're gonna go a little over time, but you know, it's fine. It's worth it to be able to just get right to a boss next time. If we see a challenge, we might as well do it. Oh.
I think I can see an egg behind you, but it's out of reach. You'll have to take the long way around through these Rhinox to get to it.
Alright, fine. I'm ignoring you. Yeah, this is basically just a obstacle course where you gotta go through all the enemies to get the egg. Not a whole lot to it. This rocket, we will take care of you. Sure there are ninjas in this room. Yeah, this level is basically one big Matrix reference, even though like there's nothing in the Matrix. It's about a fireworks factory. With the ninjas that come out of nowhere. Like this is a big like Hong Kong movie / Matrix reference. Which is kind of cool in its own way. I like Kung Fu movies, and I like the Matrix. Also, these guys are like the opposite of threatening. Where is that rocket I saw? Yeah, here you are. And there you go. Let's have some fun. The show's over. Should be good. Hi, Sam.
It looks like the sorceress has already used the plans to build her own rocket. We have to destroy it. Just follow me.
Yeah, there we go. But at least the egg was saved. And open the shortcut.
Hey, look what was in the rocket. They must have been trying to put it into orbit.
Hi, Grady. I like that moon in the background.
If you see Hansel, tell him I've gone back to Evening Lake to finish work on the professor's rocket.
Now you can come down here, and we can't open this area because we have a character that's still missing. Which is why we cannot complete this level 100% just yet. We still have to do that later. do have one other thing we can do before we go. And that's this challenge right here. Bad Dragon. Oh boy. That has a certain meaning.
Uh-oh. You'll have to use this combo power-up to take out these fire dragons. It will allow you to super fly and super flame at the same time.
So this can be a pain in the ass, but we will see how this goes. Basically, we have to kill these two dragons. And if you don't hurt them for long enough, they will respawn. And they will regenerate portions of themselves if you don't shoot the last bits off. What makes this challenge hard is that as the dragons lose health, they grow smaller. Which means hitting them is not as easy as it once was. I am low on health. I need to kill some fodder. Fuck. And as you can see, it does get health back. So you kind of had to focus down one at a time. Which I'm pretty sure this fodder is infinitely respawning. With the power pad timer, this would be it would be like that invincibility problem with the oh God, he's almost down. Oh, this challenge sucks. We become such small targets. Damn, he's getting his parts back. One more part. Where'd he go? Fuck did he go? Yeah, this might take a while, and I was hoping it wouldn't. Should've known better. Ooh, a life fly. That's full health. Why do you recover so many segments? The thing that also sucks is that they're faster than you are. So when they get smaller, it starts becoming harder and harder to hit them. Because they move faster than your flames and your flight. Oh my god. That's one down. Where's the other? That was a complete miss. Death to dragons, indeed. I still think the boxing challenge is worse than this one, but this one's still also pretty bad. This is also, like, this is part of why I think that We Are Dragons is my least favorite Spyro game, is because it's a full of these, like, challenges that are just a little too annoying. Like, they're just, like, one step too far. In what they ask of you.
Have this. I fished it out of the molten lava.
Oh, thank God. It didn't take that as long as I was afraid it was going to. But it's just, it's not a single challenge is particularly vexing. There are a lot of them that are mildly annoying to complete, but not particularly difficult. It's that all of them in aggregate are where the frustration comes from. It's the combined, like, oh, it's this one challenge, it's a little, like, the dragons are a little harder to kill than they should be. And we've had a couple of other ones in this recording alone where, like, the boxing, it's just like a bit more random than it should be, which makes it impossible to, like, form a tactic around. You just kind of have to luck into the win. It's like there's so many of these small challenges that aren't destructive, but in aggregate they become something that becomes, as a whole, less fun and engaging than, like, the totality of Spyro 1 or Spyro 2. And that's really where my big criticism of Year of the Dragon comes from. It's just that aggregate of all of this kind of sucks if you bring it together as a whole. But no one part of it is particularly annoying. But for now, we are done the level. And we'll see a cutscene or two, I think, and then we'll wrap up for the night. Huh? Did I forget a level? I don't think so. Let me check. Okay, yeah, the rocket's already.
The rocket's fueled up and ready to go.
Alright, so...
Hop on, Spyro. Don't worry. Fairy engineering has never failed.
We are all ready to do the boss. But for now, that's going to have to wait until next week. So, next time, we will fight a boss and proceed on to the final stage of Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. Until then, take care, and I will see you next time.